First referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Ms. Joy De Imus. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Let's begin with jersey number 2, Desiree Wanea Cheng. At number 3, Maria Dina Isabel Wong. Wearing jersey number 4, Caitlin Viray. At number 7, Madeline Renea Madayag. Number 18, Cherry Ann Rondina. And number 22, Cherry Rose Lunag. Starting liberals, number 16, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Mr. Dante Alinsalurin Jr. Presenting our Farm Fresh Foxies. Let's begin with their team captain. She wears jersey number 7, Louis Romero. At number 4, Kate Noriel Santiago. Number 8, Riza Cruz. At number 12, Trisha Gail Tubu. Number 14, Joanne Narit. And number 25, Jade Entapa. Starting liberals, number 2, Kay Jillian Lazo. Head coach, Mr. Jerry Yee. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
Okay, here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Filipinos Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos. And we're just about ready to put the ball into play. To the right of your picture will be Farm Fresh. To the left will be Choco Mucho. Well, Ponce is still getting the starting cue from Dante Alinsalurin here today. And everybody's smiling here early on, and that won't last very long, I'm sure, because once the ball is into play, we will get heated up here.
And also we have the starting libero, Kiara Cruz. I think this is her first time being in the lineup for the Foxies. And I did highlight the liberos earlier in the pregame. So, I mean, we have Tang Ponce, who's also new to the starting position. Instead of having Denise Revilla,
instead of Den. In the meantime, the first serve is bungled. And Sisi parang hindi prepared to receive si Sisi in that particular play. And cold start by Choco Mucho. On the other hand, this is an ace. Watch this.
That's a great serve by Hentapa. You know, we have to highlight the lineup of the Farm Fresh Foxies. It's a mix of Benilde players with Adamson players, meaning they've been working with Coach Jerry for the longest time in terms of system. They've honed their skills, and everything is established now in their first 6.
And it's nice to see Coach Jerry again, and we won't hear too much from him because he's a man of few words. I'm sure he does more of his talking during training. In the meantime, on the quick, Cruz delivers quickly.
You see the usual Romero and Cruz connection with that quick attack. I have to commend the first ball of the Farm Fresh Foxies. The only way that you can utilize the middle, you got to establish it first, but you need that first ball.
Yes, and they have to take the game to Choco Mucho, assert themselves early on, despite the fact that probably they haven't won a game yet during their team life here in the league. Doesn't matter. Nice blocking by Santiago, and now this is into the back row. Guide spin by Cruz. Good set. Oh, the libero has to know this. Santiago with a hand on it.
That was an evident soft touch by Caitlin Viray, but Santiago timed that perfectly and was able to block her. Pushing her hands over. It's important that Choco Mucho adds variation to their attacks. We don't want them to be too predictable.
Yes, and that applies also for both sides. In the meantime, it's 3-1. Good lead, early lead by Farm Fresh. That's blocked, and it looks like they worked on their blocking during training.
Joanne Nadet blocking Des Cheng. In that rally, we see a different set of Dina. It's a little bit higher during that rally. The block was timed perfectly. No coverage on the side of Choco Mucho.
And that lands short of that particular serve. Let's bring in Franny for a quick report.
Thanks, Ev. I got to talk with Coach Dante before the game, and he told me, we talked about what happened during their game against the Creamline Cool Smashers. He told me that ultimately it was down to their confidence, and they have to stay confident when they're playing. It's also the unforced errors that plague them and let Creamline get ahead. They still have that underdog mentality, and he told me that they're still improving game by game. It's only the start of the conference, and there's still a lot we can see from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Now, relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos. Back to the panel.
You know, thank you very much, Franny. After a while, as Descheng puts a finger on that one, you know, there are certain opponents that seem to have your number, and it's clear Creamline has the number of Choco Mucho. You just got to keep on playing the opponent that's been beating you. One day, you'll pull the rug from under them. They're in their off day.
Eventually, I mean, during the VTV Cup, they got bronze.
Yes.
I mean, that should be a confidence booster for this upcoming All-Filipino conference, but they have to keep in mind that consistency is what is needed. Just like that down the line by Kate Santiago. No defense was there on the side of Choco Mucho. They have to adjust their defensive pattern.
So far,
So
Farm
far.
Fresh. Oh, well. Tapos na ako, ha? So far, Farm Fresh has been doing a good job, although they mess up that serve. They've been doing a good job of reading the defense of Choco Mucho. Our score now stands at 6-4, early lead by Foxies, as Descheng will be serving.
The Farm Fresh Foxies went up against Cherry Tigo in their first match, and Cherry Tigo only managed to get 2 blocks, and that is because of their setter, Louis Romero. So the blocks of Choco Mucho will be tested today.
Jantapa hitting it long. It becomes a 5-against-6 first set. Descheng will continue to serve. You know, kanina during the warm-ups, Farm Fresh was kind of tight. And their trainer said, we gotta smile, we gotta laugh,
Loosen up,
make some noise. And it was a different warm-up that developed from there. I thought Ndapao hit it too long, but it's still in play. Good effort to keep it in play, but too much heat from Cici Rondina.
Cici Rondina with that down-the-line attack. We need more clean hits from her. We need more production from Cici Rondina if they want to win this first set.
If you're Choco Mucho, you're the more experienced team. You want to assert yourself early on, impose yourself against this relatively new team. Nice dump on the 2-ball. Here's a reverse. The cut shot. It won't work. Flying high, but still in play. Good counter that time. Viray with a good attack. Hindi masustain ni Nato.
Caitlin Viray with that dig. Dina gave her an opportunity to kill it, and with that back row attack, just touching the hands of Joanne Nadit. Dina really has to vary her offense. It can't be too much to Cici because she will get tired. And last match, Mari Matayag only had 2 points, so we need more production from the middles.
There's a discussion between the 2 referees, and the point belongs to the Foxies. In the meantime, all set to serve. Napit. Narin will serve. Up. Wait.
Too excited.
Wala pang pito. They're clarifying the rotation also. They're clarifying that last point. So let's continue with the serve. Descheng tosses it high. And the cross court is long.
Little too wide for Maddie. Going for that back quick attack. Lack of verse action in that rally.
8-7 here in the first set. Long.
Extremely wide.
Sobra. sometimes when you're targeting something, you're bound to make some kind of mistake.
Maybe the nerves, adrenaline rush by Joanne at it.
And that's sometimes, Jamie, the minute you toss it, you can sense, oh, it's not, can I get it back?
Yep.
It won't be, it's not tennis. You won't get a second serve. Cruz, in the meantime, has a problem with the net. The lead changes hands. It's 9-8 in favor of Choco Mucho.
With the newest addition of Louis Romero on the Farm Fresh Foxies, you can see the team more gelling, much, you know, they're gelled more now, and I think it's really going to benefit them.
The set, the quick, and the open spot found cleanly.
Smart play by Risa Cruz, tipping it over in zone 5. Take a look at this. She knew there was no defense by Cheng. Smart play.
That is blocked, and it stays on that side of the floor, and it's 10-9 here in the first.
Gina Wong going for Cherry Nunag, but blocked by the Farm Fresh Foxies, no coverage.
And Rondina's shot is blocked out, and it's equalized at 10.
See a seesaw battle between both squads. Both setters are maximizing their spikers. Now, I mean, Sev, it's really hard to gauge in this set who's going to win because both are hustling on the defense. You don't know. There's coverage everywhere. The rallies are ongoing.
And there's an enthusiastic desire to keep the ball in play. Attempt to block it does not work for Choco Mucho. The lead returns to the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Highlighting Trisha Dubu with that stuff block. I mean, she was the rookie of season 85, and she was Adamson's top scorer in the elimination round.
And Nunag knocks it in on the regalo. And Christmas is just a few days away. Might as well start opening up some gifts.
That's a great attack by Nunag. You have a free point, might as well utilize that. We do need more production. I keep saying this, Seb. We need more production of the middle blockers.
As most of our analysts say, they gotta activate the middle.
Yep.
Keep it busy. 12-11 is the count. Well, in most sports, you want to control the center right away. In the meantime, the serve now belongs to Farm Fresh. It's not the usual noisy Choco Mucho game.
I was thinking that earlier.
Have you noticed? It's not...
tame today. Maybe it's too late.
Yeah, maybe also. Too long. They call that check, yes. And Des was sure about it. And there's a challenge that Jerry wants to happen here.
Did not see that on the check ball.
Well,
the Foxies,
our
let's see.
referee upstairs was sure about it, but Jerry has other ideas.
Now for the challenge system, for those that don't know, it also adds as a timeout for the players and the coaches. So this is now the time where the players talk to each other. It adds us another timeout. No block touch. Choco Mucho thought there was a block touch.
Pero wala, no, huh? And that's the typical of, that's a successful challenge. We'll take a short break here. We'll return you very quickly to the way, experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in high definition and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via the Filipinas Live app. Download and register now. 13-11 is the count here in the opener. And there's a conversation going on in that huddle.
By F2 here, we have Ivy Laxina and Alba. Coach Jorge of the Kari Chargers.
The little girl wants to eat somewhere, but the dad has to, or
He has to scout. He has to scout the
has
team
to work.
first.
Has to work first. 13-11 count. Glad you could join all of us here, together with Jamie La Victoria and Franny Reyes. This is Seb Sarmento. Glad that you could join us for day 2 of competitions. Day 3 na. Day 3. 14-11. Foxies on a good start here.
See another block by Trisha Tubu on Des Cheng. You've seen that pattern, and
Yes.
it's important that
Yes.
Choco Mucho covers.
Dina with a one-handed set. Track down. Turned into a spike. Toss to toss. Oh, excellent pickup downstairs. And it is not elevated. Trisha Tubo taking care of matters there.
Trisha Tubu, last conference, I did mention this in the pre-game. She did not have a lot of good games in the Invitational Conference, but now, with the addition of Louis Romero, she feels more loose, more comfortable, and she's actually smiling more.
Yeah, that's good. In the meantime, Dina Wong makes the set for Des Chang. There's a battle at the net, and Nuna unable to block that. Piray ended up sprawled on the floor. Dantelin Sunurin has seen enough. His team is behind by 5. They want to huddle up.
Parang ano lang tayo, pag sinatindi na, papaloy natin yung people. Saan pa? Ano, mag-cover tayo. Wala eh, parang tahimik lang tayo, nag-hintay tayo sa nagawa ng kalaban nila. Kahuli natin, nakaka-defense tayo, pero hindi natin ma-convert. Aggressiveness tayo ha, importante yun ha. Okay, sige. Okay ha?
Hoy!
Ha?
Okay, let's go! Okay, Choco Mucho! Light and bright!
Whether Dante's coaching the men or the women, it's the same cool demeanor in which he delivers his instructions. Of course, Dante, the former national men's coach, and now head coach for Choco Mucho. 16-11. His team currently down here in the opener by 5.
You know, the Foxies have not won one game in the entire PVL conference, but that doesn't mean Choco Mucho should take them lightly. They are contenders now. They lost to Cherry Tigo in 3 sets on the first match, but they were up most of the time. Now they need to master closing it out.
Great cross-court shot. In the meantime, Farm Fresh has been getting some points off the block. They in fact have scored 5 blocks so far, including 1 ace. And the ball, however, goes the direction of Choco. As Nunag with her serve, nice quick set. When they play the middle with the quick, they're in business.
And to add to that, Sev, I mean, it's because of the stable first ball. That's why Louis is able to run the middle. And I have to give credit to Joanne Nadit. She was my teammate back in Ateneo, Sev, and we would have to focus on all the drills because it took her a while to get it, but now you can see production here.
Sometimes it takes a little while for somebody to blossom. You know?
Yep, all about timing.
And on each level that you play the game, it's different. So there are certain skills that you had in high school that you have to sharpen when you get to college. And when you get to college, when you go professional, there are certain skills and mindsets that you have to adjust to. Jerry Yee now talking to his players on the floor. I'm sure he doesn't want to waste this current lead, which is 5 points. Cecil elevates it. Chang blasts away. Good scampering. Ponce is all over that. Nice set. Oh, good exchange. First long rally. Cruz says, let's slow down things. Attack! Cruz elevates it. And easy over by Kubu. And the reverse. Nicely done. There's net.
Net touch.
Yeah.
Tapa. See Dina Wong going for that running attack on Mari Madayag. Going for that cross-court attack, but yes, Hentapa scraped the net as she was blocking down.
Touching the net, the most depressing call in all of volleyball.
Most frustrating also.
Yeah, and nobody wants to admit it, but once the replay is there, you'll see it. Nice touch, but it's caught. It's sent high. Ah, short! Mali basa. Mali tansya.
Right idea by Louis Romero. Just a little too short in that rally. Choco Mucho slowly creeping in.
Yeah, Louis was thinking of 2 or 3 things at the same time. She saw the opening, she saw the blocker, and ended up
making it short. Yep.
Nice set, but it's returned to sender. Lazo, short on the pipe attack.
This is what happened in their match against Cherry Tigo. They were up ahead almost every set, but in terms of closing it out, this is where they need to work on, right? It's got to end strong.
And this is what separates the average team from the good ones.
Yep, all learnings.
The mental side of it. Lasso bungles it, and it's down to a 1-point lead.
That's a great serve by Chang.
Bertolano will make her first appearance here today. Jake and Tapa is brought out.
They had a huge lead.
Yes.
Farm Fresh.
Nice play, but well defended by Choco Mucho. Yeah. Mero checked it out. Nice drop. It is sent back. We've got another lively exchange here. Bertolano whips it over. Rondina gets it to bind, and we're tied.
Okay, now Choco Mucho has the momentum. They are controlling this match. That's a great swing by CC Rondina. Great set, going for that long ball cross-court attack.
Rondina beginning to collect points here. 3 points, 3 attacks. We're tied at 18. Chance now for the Titans to move forward. Pipe attack. Good hands that time by Giray. Block. Madayag keeping it alive. Ah, the floor! And this, well, it took a while for the Choco Mucho faithful Binoisi. And we've got a timeout by Farm Fresh.
Hindi nagiging effective yung yung open. Tinutulak mo sa puno. Diba? Siya yun, o siya, hindi pa natin nakikita yung effect. Okay, dos. Pwede ko naman dos pa may space. Yung blocking hindi nakatambak dito. So far, wala pa. Hindi pa nakakaano. Sige na, hindi pa.
Six straight points by Choco Mucho, prompting that timeout from Jerry. Yeah, as usual, Jerry makes life very simple, tries to explain it. It's the I agree with you completely. It's the mental part that Farm Fresh has to work on here.
And also, not just that, it's the maturity, the growing pains that come with playing this game. Just the shift of momentum.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I mean, earlier, Choco Mucho was down. You can see they were not smiling. They were frantic.
It was 18-14, 18-13 even back then.
But then now you can see the change of body language.
7 straight points.
That's a lot of points.
Finally.
You're still gonna get that,
yeah.
no doubt.
Playable. Now a chance. Now a chance. Wild. Wow, but it's still alive. Bertolano with, and that might have been half out. We've got a lively one here. And listen to this crowd roar.
Have to give credit to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They were down this set, but teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. Diving everywhere, CC Rondina, Tang Ponce. I mean, CC Rondina switching it up with that soft touch to end that rally. No defense in the donut hole.
Here we go from the pipe. Nabasa na ng Choco Mucho.
They have momentum now.
Yeah. And Choco Mucho has read whatever Farm Fresh wants to do. Earlier, they couldn't catch their rhythm. Now they do. They're at 22-18.
See Hendapa now in, Nolasco in as well for Joe and Nadit. You know, these are the growing pains that come with this game. Staying consistent, I think, is what the Farm Fresh Foxies need. When you're up against maybe about 4 to 5 points, you need to finish it.
Especially against the teams that seem to have the edge in the tournament. That seem to have more experience than you. In the meantime, Hentapa lets it fly. Once has been so steady, really. That's playable. Here we go, Hentapa, and rejected, but Lasso has a hand on it. Very active hands. Wong. Wow. She's on fire.
Down the line by CC Rondina. Clean attack. Towering over the block of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
10 straight points. And a challenge here. But it's 10 straight points already by Choco.
Much needed. Also time out by Coach Jerry. Earlier in the timeout, Coach Jerry was giving Luis Romero specific instructions inside. Very, very close. I mean,
Yeah, it's there.
definitely inside. Now this is where the maturity comes in. I mean, that's probably the theme of this game, Sev. The maturity is needed on the side of the Foxies because you're going up against vets. Vets versus the young guns.
Yes, that's so true.
The crowd is alive again.
They were hushed. And I didn't know if they were there. I was beginning to wonder why. Oh, look at that. Madaya wins them the set point. That's 11 straight.
Madaya's first block point. Scores now 18-24. Choco Mucho.
Hard to believe it was 18-13 earlier. Set. And that'll do it.
Smooth play by Dina Wong and Manny Madayag with that running attack going cross court. Take a look. Great set. Tubu was not there for the defense. Smooth play, smooth play.
And Choco Mucho with a scintillating run takes the first set at 25-18. you know, you're so correct, Jamie, that Farm Fresh Foxies have to keep in step in that department.
That's right. You see a pattern with the Farm Fresh Foxies. They're always starting strong, but it's not always about how you start, but it's always about how you end the match. You have to end on a high note. I see great production by the middle blockers. Louis Romero always establishes the middle at the start of the match, but when you give Choco Mucho that momentum, they're gonna spit with fire there.
And when they have their crowd behind them and they start to become noisy. At the start, it looked like the Choco Mucho fans were in quote-unquote shock because there was a big lead right away established by Farm Fresh. And the Foxies, some departments they were good at was in blocking.
And mind you, the blocking was at the start of the first set.
Yes.
But towards the end, you didn't see any production from the blocking. But take a look at the attacks. 14 up against 9. We need more production from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Trisha Tubo was a little bit silent as well.
And I think she has to be fed a little more.
Yep. Well, it got more difficult when they did not have stable defense.
And the rotation did not swing around. They did not have the serve.
Points.
Yeah. And the serve was mostly in Des Cheng's hands. So the rotation also did not swing around. So that's one of the factors that affected them in that opening set, which they had the lead in. In the meantime, we're just about ready to get the second set underway. Dina Wong, and it's usually the setter that has the first serve.
That's right. You start with your strongest rotation with three spikers in the front.
And referee Joy Deimos is checking on the position of everybody. There's nothing wrong about asking, making sure.
Got to be safe and make sure.
And Louis Romero is the captain. And the captain, of course, is the only person that the first referee or even the second referee will talk to. That's why he or she has her number underlined. This quick set has always worked for Farm Fresh, but this woman is something else.
See Rondina with that cross-court attack. We need the blocking of Farm Fresh Foxies to understand that they need to go more inwards with the blocking.
9 points by Rondina. Wow! Big block again. Make that 10. And that's the second block of Rondina.
2 points in a row by CC Rondina.
Different ways. Nicely done.
There we go. Louis Romero, she knows that she needs to add more combination plays. We can't have her offense too predictable for Choco Mucho because in the latter part of the first set, they were reading it easily.
Yes. In the meantime, nearly a bungled dig there. They recover in time. Set by Cruz goes to Santiago, whose shot is neutralized. Wong sets this up. Rondina unable to get a full contact with it. This one clear as day. Santiago with 2 straight points.
Now, this is the first time that Santiago went for that cross-court attack. Usually she goes for that down the line, but great effort by Santiago.
Santiago with 6 points in the match so far. Wong. Rondina dinks it over and scores. Franny has the report. Go, Franny.
You know, the Farm Fresh Foxies started out strong in that first set, but it ended in a 12-0 run from the Flying Titans. And I got to talk to Louis Romero, the team captain, before the game. And she told me, you know, this is a high percentage attacking team, but they were out-attacked by the Flying Titans. They were easily read, and it all came down to the mental. She told me that veterans come out on top in those crucial moments, and it's for the Farm Fresh Foxies to rise to the occasion. They know what they need to do. They have a big opponent up against them, and they need to, or she needs to distribute the ball better. But ultimately, it's the mental toughness that they need if they want to come out of this game alive. Now, you relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos. Back to you, 7, Jamie.
It is so coincidental and intriguing as Franny was reporting about the mental necessities of this game. we exactly saw what happened there, and the ball
Front and
being
center.
dropped by the Farm Fresh Foxies. This is a lively exchange. Dorog kept in play. Nice hook on the reverse by Cruz, who has to scamper to be a blocking position, but that does not matter for Choco Mucho.
Too easy on the side of Choco Mucho. They're more fluid with their movement, Sev. They have that familiarity and chemistry that they've been trying to master in the past conferences, but with the Farm Fresh Foxies, completely different demeanor from the first set.
Runner, caught. Track down, Dorog shot, long.
Lack of wrist action in that rally. Coach Jerry not having it whatsoever.
Sometimes you can't do anything. It's a state. Oh, I think they got that. Just on the baseline there.
Cruz with that attack. Louis Romero has to switch it up a bit. We need more production in terms of first ball, defense. They're having a difficult time when it comes to counterattack.
And one thing we've learned about this game, once people on one side of the volleyball court begin to clam up, not talking, there's usually a problem. And that's 4 touches.
The Foxies having a difficult time. Got to bring up the maturity as well, the consistency of this match. The young guns versus the vets.
And now Choco Mucho feeling their confidence soaring after that big run.
Yep.
So that big run in the first set. Wong has to spin around to keep it in play. Oh, big shot this time by Viray on the southpaw stab.
Caitlin Viray with that cross-court attack. She's probably the most consistent player on the court up against the Creamline Cool Smashers this past Sunday. I mean, great production from Caitlin Viray.
Good play, but it is read by the blockers of Choco. In play, it is problematic when it's that close to the net. So hard to manage.
That's right, especially with Dina Wong coming from the back row.
Yes.
The defense needs to be much higher because she'll still have to run to the front.
Out of the simple principle of second ball sought on Saturn. Yes, she had to run. In the meantime, then check, and that's a good block. Now it says, I want it. I want it. Did she get it? Yes.
Joanne Nadit with that running attack. We need more production from the middle blockers. I know I keep saying that word production, but we need consistency and more sets to the middle.
Usually when a player makes a block, she wants it back, and
yep, that's right.
yeah, well read by the setter there. This is clean through 2 defenders.
Caitlin Viray adding some variation in her attacks. Prior to this, she went for that cross-court attack and now goes for that down the line.
Choco Mucho just unraveling all their weapons here. Very shaky start by the Titans. Once they got their groove and their rhythm going, they have been unstoppable. They lead by 5 here. Good combination play. A lot of punching and elbow action, but no ball flying.
Combination play ran by Louis Romero. The score is 10-6.
Louis serve in play. Dina reverses. Oh, what a great shot off a great set by Dina Wong.
Defense, defense, defense. Dorog having a difficult time with that back row attack by Caitlin Viray. Her feet were not planted to the floor.
Yes, correct. That's inside. That hurts.
Right in the corner.
Yeah, and even Jerry, you can't complain. It's right in front of him.
Everything going their way. Choco Mucho, the Flying Titans.
Even the breaks of the game.
Yep. everything in their favor.
Good cross-court shot, but neutralized. Lasso has a hand in it. Good set. Net touch.
By CC Rondina.
Jaywalking. Caught in that last play. Couldn't control her momentum. There she is.
Scraping the net, her jersey.
7 against 12 here. Wong keeps it alive. Des Chang blasts away. Here comes Dorog. Dina Wong with a kick. Nicely done. Elevated high. Wong resets. Oh!
CC Rondina fooling the block of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Scores now 7-13.
14 points.
Matakot. Ha? Okay? Lumukal ka, walang problema. Basta, importante, ginagawa mo yung ano mo. Ha? Trabahuin na natin pag nagkakamali. Trabahuin na natin ang trabahuin. Ha? Kahit continue lang sa ginagawang serve natin. Di ba? Kapag ang serve natin, maganda, pensa, lahat tumatama na tumatama. Okay? Continue lang ha. Kapag may mga problema sa blockings, sabihan agad. Okay? Doon lang sa sitwasyon na yan. Ha? Okay? 1, 2, 3 na tayo. Sige ha.
Nice one,
Assert, assert.
Hey, Choco Mucho!
Let's talk about CC Rondina in terms of attacking. 11 points of 17 attempts. That's 64.71%. I mean, consistency.
On the anticipated duel we had that we had mentioned earlier, not exactly happening. Kulang ng bola ito si Tubog eh.
That's right.
Maybe
Talked about her.
yeah, maybe Trisha Tubo needs a little more raw materials to be able to get her game going.
She was one of the most athletic wingers in the UAP season 85, and we need more sets to her. Maybe the defense is not there, the receive is there, so Louis is forced to set her opens.
And we have you at 13-7, the first set. If you just joined us, just joining us now, it ended at 25-18, but the score doesn't tell you the story. The score was 18-13, and then Choco Mucho said that enough is enough. They had a 12-0 run, and that turned the tables around. In the meantime, who does the serving now? There we go. Madi Madayag is there in the service area. And I think Tubo got it. Franny has a report.
Thanks, Seb. We've been talking about the mental toughness of the Farm Fresh Foxies, but Coach Jerry actually pointed something out to me about their first match against the Flying Titans last conference, that once the crowd of the Flying Titans started cheering, the Farm Fresh Foxies were out of their game. They were rattled by the crowd, and that's something that we actually saw in the earlier set. Once Choco Mucho had their run and their crowd got going, it got to the Farm Fresh Foxies. Now let's see if they can manage to find that mental toughness. Back to the panel.
And that crowd is still alive, Franny, and Dina Wong lighting not just a candle, lighting a rocket there, because whenever Dina does something special, this crowd goes bananas.
Or just even touch the ball.
Yeah. like off the serve. 14-8, good serve. Nicely done by Cruz. What is Choco Mucho trying to do? They don't know. They just ad-lib that. Here's the shot by Tubu. It's still in play. Kulang sa diin. Butas.
I mean, you have, take a look at the wing spikers of Choco Mucho. You have Caitlin Verai and CC Rondina. I mean, the consistency of both players. And the power as well.
Yeah, and the fact that Dina is also distributing so well.
Yep.
Going in different directions. Nice counter. Oh, they need a ton of that here today.
Trisha Tubo with that exclamation point. You're right, Seb, we need more of those from her.
Good spin. Dina sends it high. And Cici Rondina has the territorial rights to that side of the floor.
We had 5 blocks from the Foxies in the first set. We have 0 so far in the second set. Block was late in that rally.
And Rondina already with 15 points of attacks and 2 block points as well. And Nunag joins the party.
Adjusting to that set, Nunag with that be quick attack. Set was a little bit low from Dina Wong. Seb, take a look at the score, 9-17.
Yeah, suddenly the sand, you know, the quicksand that the Foxies are in, they're not moving. Oh, Doro got it. Oh, what an elbow on that by Nunag. Reverse set. And it'll go the other way.
Riza Cruz with that back quick attack, just tipping it over Cherry Nunag. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans have a cushion right now in the second set.
And that serve is a wayward one. And, you know, aside from the fact that it has to be collective, the leaders of the team of Farm Fresh have to tell the other players, we got to grit our teeth, we got to bite into this, we got to get into this game on our own accord. Arocha comes in for the first time. And this is Regine Arocha who will do service duties.
The serving specialist of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
That's a hard job. You're cold on the bench, you stay there and then come, serve.
Sometimes it's at like the worst time, right?
Yes.
It's like 24 all.
Yeah.
And you're expected to perform.
Yes. Nice stab. And Des Cheng is playing extremely well. Cheng has contributed 4 points.
It's a great swing by Cheng. She was featured earlier
Yes.
in the pregame.
You have to understand there are only 25 points in one set. At this rate we're going, just 50. And at 19-10 here, Choco Mucho seems on a breakaway train here. Blocked, and that'll stay inside, and that'll be a 10-point lead for the Titans.
The offense is easily read by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Easily blocked by Caitlin Varai. And we don't see enough coverage on the side of the Foxies.
You know, that's a good point. Foxes have got to cover every available space on their side of the floor. Bertolano has been entered into the ball game. Reverse set. Choco doing a better job with its floor defense. When Dina overhits it, and she knew it. She knew it.
Too excited in that rally.
Ay, sos Mariosep, sabi siguro ni Cici. Kalayo man gida. In the meantime, Nunag returns, and Arocha is out. 20-11. Nice set. Bertolano with a drop. Good kick by Des Cheng to keep it in play. Bertolano. Oh, yes, sir.
There we go. With that clean attack by Bertolano, avoiding the hands of the block and going for that cross-court attack. The blocking of Choco Mucho was too near the antenna. Probably expected her to go down the line.
An excellent tempo that time by the Foxies. It was a set that was quick and did not wait for the defense to be assembled. Ah, back-to-back points. As John Marit makes a contribution.
Blocking Mari Madayag with that a quick attack. Scores now 20-13.
Tall people know how tall people will attack, I guess. And she read that beautifully. Wong And Deschang spots the open space.
No defense found on the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies. See a lot of looking at your teammate, who's gonna get that, miscommunications. Now we have Pia Ildefonso in for the Foxies, in for Trisha Tubu.
That goal, so sometimes you're playing against a team that's not only good, they're lucky also.
With the help of the net.
To 13. Choco Mucho threatening to take a big 22-set-to-love lead here in this match. Last match of the day here. Dina. Wicked shot. Oh, yes, sir.
That's the attack that we've been looking for from Maddie. That quick attack. That connection has been there ever since Ateneo. Joanne late to that block.
You know, when that combination works, it's like a storm. You know it's going to happen, but you cannot do anything
That's right.
about it. Bertolano's active hands and feet. Cross-court battle. Bang, 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 but it's too long.
That was the right idea by Bertolana going for that down the line. Choco Mucho has had a difficult time playing defense in the down the line.
Down the line, yeah.
Kate Santiago had a few of those in the first set, but they were lucky that it was outside.
The solution that Choco does is to put some blockers on it.
Yep.
But if you're able to pierce that blocking defense, Bertolano has had a good run here. Dina Wong keeps it alive. Hello, I can spike. In the meantime, Bertolano rejected. In the air we go. The stab in play. Dina returns to her familiar role. And that's a target.
It's a beautiful set by Dina Wong. Going to CC Rondina for that back row attack.
And it's beginning to be a dominating performance by Choco Mucho. They take the second set in authoritative fashion with a 25-13 second set lead. If you're just joining us, it didn't look that way in the first set. I keep going back to that for the simple reason that Farm Fresh had quite an advantage at 18-13 in that first set. And then there was a big roar by Choco Mucho. Then Choco Mucho simply took over that second set.
The Flying Titans sailing through that second set. We see great ball distribution by Dina Wong. She's adding variation, setting the middle blockers. We saw a great kill by Manny Madayag, but we have to talk about their defense, right? They're having a breeze with the defense. They can read the offense of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Good point, yeah.
And we have to talk about the Farm Fresh Foxies. Seb, we were talking about this off-air, about how your mind has to overpower your emotions. And you can see in the body language of the Farm Fresh Foxies that a shift of body language because of what's happening to them. But with the game of volleyball, you have to let it go right away.
As we take a look at some of the numbers from that second set.
See the attack 16 with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and 11 from the Farm Fresh Foxies. They had 5 blocks
in the first set.
In the first set, the Foxies, they only had 1. Errors, you know, it's below 5, but what is not shown is the timing of the errors, right? The errors could have been, you know, the momentum shift. You know, they had that chance in the first set. They had to grab it. If they take the lead, they have to accept it and rise above it. And I think also, Seb, what they're lacking is consistency as well.
Yes. And now look at this side. Looking at the Farm Fresh Foxies. In typical Jerry fashion, he's not in the middle of that. I don't know, he allows the players really to sort it out themselves because, you know, he's not going to be on the court.
They're the ones on the court. They have to figure out, they have to make those in-game adjustments. I mean, this is the last set and their last chance.
If they want to extend it to more than 3 sets, because if Choco Mucho decides, let's go home early.
Yep, they want to
done.
go home.
We're done.
Dinner time. 8 p.m.
Okay. Dante Alinsunurin with some instruct. He will shuffle his lineup. I see Gat Valentino playing for the first time. Bea De Leon is also there.
Okay.
So
the crowd is alive again.
And then Lazaro gets to see some action here in the third. This is a nice mix-up. Ateneo, UST. Is Descheng still there? Yeah, and LaSalle. And if you saw them back then, in their UAAP days, you would never think that they'd be all together on one side of the floor. But life offers us different possibilities, doesn't it? Welcome to the third set. And this third set is so vital for Farm Fresh to get a good start. They have to serve. They actually started so well, you know. You think about it.
When you think about that moment that you have your ahead, that's the time that you grab it. Or you might not even have that chance ever in this match.
Nice touch. Santiago drops it over. Rondina makes it a set. Cross-court attack. Kept in play by the Foxies. Down the line with Santiago. Then makes it a set for Rondina. Valentino wants it. De Leon has a hand on it. And we're playing at the net. Rondina says that's enough.
Beautiful exchange by both squads. Of course, their go-to spiker, CC Rondina, ending it and fooling the block of the Foxies.
Next time we do the ledger for CC Rondina, we'll make it triple space.
Her own.
Because
her own.
as of now, she has 19 on her own. Good set, Santiago. It's returned to sender. They need to send it over quickly. Lazaro at the back row. The quick. Rondina. Oh, well done by Santiago Regalo.
See the Farm Fresh Foxies smiling. They look a little bit loose, more loose rather, in this third set. You can't be so tight. Right? You're down 2 sets.
When we were opening earlier, their trainer suddenly start yelling, "Tawa tayo, ah, tawa tayo, smile, smile." Oh, fireball from Descheng.
The block of the Farm Fresh Foxies was near the antenna. It's hard to block Cheng. You never know if she's going down the line, cross court. I mean, very smart player. Nice serve.
De Leon service so hot. Okay, Brandy, what do you have?
After their first loss, Maddie Madayag said they went straight to work in practice on 3 things: their defense, their ball control, and their pass and receive. They even minimized their errors, having only 1 in that last set. Now, I also want to highlight their hustle on the defense. And Cici Rondina told me it's really all about composure when they go out of system. Their mindset has been very, very aligned today. And she told me na lahat ay nadadaan sa trabaho at tiyaga. She told me that they're going to walk the talk, and I think they want to walk all the way home back to the panel.
With a win, of course. And Jaga's shot is out. And referee Eusebio, who's our man in the perch, says so. It's 4-1, with the lead now being enjoyed by the Titans. De Leon continues to serve. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I knew it. Off the first pass, there was a problem right away.
Trisha Tubu, too soft of a touch in that rally. Coach Jerry.
There's some pressure that I cannot identify what is bugging the Foxies, really. There is it's palpable. You can see it.
It's like a wall. There's
It's
something
there.
blocked. Yep. Well, earlier in the first set, there was no intimidation.
And that is a possible start of good things for the Foxies as they find a way to score with no blockers inside.
You need more of that. Louis Romero with that reverse set. You have to switch it up because Choco Mucho is one of the best blocking teams.
Don't see that every day. Then Lazaro unable to lift the ball high. 2 straight points coming from Tubo. Dina Wong reverses. Wow! Perfectly done.
That's a perfect set by Dina Wong. That is the exact set that Kat Tolentino likes. Not too high, right near the net.
No roadblocks, nobody in sight, really. Tolentino, however, still smoking.
Smoking hot.
And the mustard from the previous hot dog is still there. Too much. 4-6 is the count. Santiago has had a decent game, actually. Santiago has 7 points. And they'll get 1 more here. 5-6 is the count.
And Tapa blocking Mari Madayag with that running attack.
For Santiago, it's actually 8 because he had a point of a block earlier. So it's 5-6. Quick. Punched up by Maddie. Chang.
Cut ball.
Alam mo, galing ni Cheng sa ganyan yun. How she whips it against the block. Even when she was playing for De La Salle, she could do that so well. 7-5 tally here. Chang taking her time. Santiago. Good set. Well done. Combination.
Combination play by Louis Romero. We have not seen too much of those, even in the second set. I mean, that will fool the blocking of Choco Mucho.
Yeah. And you have to do it quickly. It has to be almost 0 tempo when you do that, actually. In the meantime, 6 against 7. Hello, Rondina. That is, however, handled well by the defense. Dina checks the horizon. Nice drop by Matayao.
It's not always about power, but placement. Maddie knew that the blockers in front of her were there. They would have been trapped. We see Tita Donna and Tita Judin, mom of Maddie, and Zolo as well. Trying to look for them now.
Zolo seems shocked and surprised to be on television. In the meantime, that pierces the blocking, and it's a 7-8 count here in the third. If you're just joining us, first 2 sets going the way of Choco Mucho to the tune of 25-18 and 25-13. Pipe attack. Cheng. Oh, when Bea De Leon is there and she has her teeth tight together, expect good things for your team. Watch this.
The crowd is on the edge of their seats when Bea attacks.
And the way she emotes after a clean connection, I love that.
That's my favorite. It shows her heart.
And she can actually, I believe you can fly. We had anticipated this aerial duel, this dogfight. Rondina continues to be prolific, unstoppable. 18 points on 15 attacks, and she has a total of 20. Almost par for the course for CC Rondina. That's not gonna cross over.
Too easy for CC Rondina. The offense of the Farm Fresh Foxies is easily read by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
They just have to keep on playing, you know. People getting that to bite. De Leon ended up in an ungainly position on the floor. Rondina. Wong goes to the cross-court attack by Kat Tolentino.
Great swing by Kat Tolentino going for that cross-court attack. Yet again, another flashback to UAP, Dina and Kat Tolentino with that great connection. If it's working, continue to utilize it.
Yes, max it out. Santiago went high. Cheng cross court, and it's bungled by the defense at the other end.
Did you see how she changed the soft speed attack as she was in the air? Smart play.
And we shall be back. Here's that last sequence.
Look at that last-minute decision. I mean, she's in the air going for that soft touch. She knew the block was there. Smart all-around player, Des Cheng.
And we have the count now at 13 against 8. You know, with how fiercely these women battled each other in college, it's such a joy to see them all together. And you know, that level where Choco Mucho is something where I think Foxies will get to as long as they keep playing together and as long as the team is there. Choco Mucho did not start this way, huh? They had their trials also.
A lot of growing pains.
Yeah. Bea seems to be saying to them, I was scared to beat you, actually. And even Dante Alinsunurin manages that very sneaky smile of his. And he knew that there was some joyful confusion on that last play.
That was a strange sequence.
Easy ball. Quick set. The push by De Leon. Did not strike it. Dina Wong has two hands in the play. Tolentino sharply hit. Tubo. All good sprawl on the floor by Rondina, who can go underground or in the air. And that is through two tall blockers.
The Twin Towers were there, but they did not press fully in that block. Kate Santiago, I mean, she is a lefty.
And there was space. There was space between Bea and the net. Dina Wong tracks it down. Chang unloads, and it's long.
No check ball there.
Some chance now for the Farm Fresh Foxies to get something ignited here. Of course, if you're Choco Mucho, you don't want to go anywhere anymore. Want to finish this.
Nice receive.
Then Lazaro just does a good job of softening that first ball. But here comes the Farm Fresh. They're beginning to feel good here. They're within a point.
Trisha Tubu with that cross-court attack. They're more loose this third set. I mean, it's now or never for the Foxies.
Then
Nice
Dina
hit.
reverses it. Tolentino unable to get a point. But there's confusion on the other side of the floor.
Bea De Leon blocking. Riza Cruz on that quick attack.
Boy, this is so tall. Madayag, De Leon, Tolentino, all there together. And Des Chang is not exactly small.
Nice serve.
Yes. Wicked shot. Tubo knocks it down.
Calling for a net.
Dante
It's not.
Dante Linsonoring started to give everybody some playing time here today. In the meantime, Dina Wong goes to Cheng. Gentle touch, handled well. It is returned to sender. The dump. Cheng returns it. Santiago, surprise, it's still there. Here's the stab. Rondina. Wong. The strike. Yes, on target for Tolentino.
Beautiful exchanges between both squads, but Dina Wong maximizing Kat Tolentino on the right side. Great dig by CC. Riza Cruz late in that rally.
No, as said, you got to know where everybody is. It's
Right.
almost with eyes in the back of your head. In the meantime, Kat, second time for her to put too much. Di na master din, hot sauce na yun.
After a powerful attack.
Yeah. It's probably still
It's still in-
adrenaline.
Yep.
Anyway, back to business. 1-point game in the third. And Chang knocks it in.
You know, Dina Wong will give it to Chang to break the momentum of the Foxies.
You know, that's
She's
a good point.
She is that player. It's not always the cleanest of attacks, but she's just gonna break it, and that is what will give Choco Mucho their momentum.
And when Dina Wong's familiar swagger is on, you know she's in business. Yeah.
That game face.
That touch. Oh, she's going there. Since you're loaded, Kat, I'm going there. Oh, so we got it, she said.
Dina Wong with that 1-2 play. She tried doing that earlier in the second set.
And the trick there is not to always do it,
Yep.
but to make it a kamikaze surprise attack. A new player on the floor, Mondoñedo, is on the floor for the Farm Fresh Foxies. 17-14. It's still close and tight here in the third, though. Despite the two-set lead of the Titans. Regalo. Rondina. No, they do not get it. It is an overreach. Yep. Referee Eusebio clear on that. He knew it. Watch this.
Definitely an overreach. Because she was still about to set.
Ball is still on the other
Yep.
side. Well, giggle doesn't hurt. And the point is reclaimed.
So it was a little too high from Mari Madayag, but she managed to push it over, resulting in a kill with that back row attack.
15-18 or 18-15 as Madayag serves.
Nice serve.
Ooh. And the defense completely in disarray, not assembled properly. They were still in motion when the serve landed clearly on their side of the floor.
You know, Seb, I'm looking at the receiving pattern of the Farm Fresh Foxies. You can see that it's a two-man receive in the back. And Kate Santiago is actually hiding in the back, which is her role in the back. So it was not organized.
Big hit. And the Foxies grab a point at 16-19.
Gail Pascual, for those watching, she was the NCAA Season 97 Finals MVP during her rookie year. You have a mixture of Benilde along with Adamson, both coming from the system of Coach Jerry Yee.
But this is the way Jerry Yee coaches. Just cool. In fact, this is a battle between two cool dudes, if you think about it. Dante is also not a boisterous coach.
Yep. Very calm and collected.
Yes. Rondina she's not calm.
It's that no-look spike. Her body is facing that cross court.
Officially 20 points for Rondina.
My gosh.
And a timeout has been taken. To study a martial art, I would have Jerry Yee as my mentor, as my sensei. Boy, I would do very well, you know. I would mahiya ako eh. Because he's such a he doesn't say so much, but I'm sure in training he does
Say
so much more. I guess so.
No doubt.
Then soften, makes it a set, back row at work. Hello, power. Power, power, power.
You have the height, you have the might. Might as well go to Kat Valentino. She tried it the first time, didn't work. Second time, towering over the block.
You know what you like about Kat is the way she manipulates her hand on the spike. It's not just one direction.
Yep.
Nice touch by Cheng. Cheng now has accumulated 10 points.
Great dig by Den. Dina going for that back row attack. This is the first back row attack of Cheng.
Yes.
From a drop ball.
Yes. 7 attacks, 2 aces, and a block point. And that is going to pierce the defense and bringing them to 17. Although it's Choco Mucho beginning to knock on the closure door. 23-17. We are now at match point.
Combination play ran by Dina Wong. I mean, CC from Dina when she's just in the air. How can you even defend that?
I think she's either supersonic or, you know,
Bionic.
bionic. Uh-oh, somebody yelled outside, but don't tell that to Rondina. Cheng with the toss. Den doing what she does. And
Overreaching.
yes, and we're done.
I don't think Coach Jerry will call a timeout.
Well, or challenge, or
A challenge, rather.
no, it's okay. He'll take it. 25-17 is the count here in the final, and it's the third.
Of the game, CC Rondina, 21 points, 17 attacks, 3 blocks, and 1 service ace. Now, CC, medyo slow yung start nyo kanina. And you guys ended up dominating the game. Paano nyo nagawa yun?
Siyempre, inuna namin sa serve and receive and yung play namin sa laro. And yun, composure nga yung sinabi ko kanina na pagdating sa pitpitan, yun yung kailangan namin. And yun, lumabas naman.
Kitang-kita ang composure, especially yung nag-out of system kayo. Now, sinabi ni Coach Dante sa akin, may underdog mentality kayo. Kanina, after the game, I heard you tell your teammates, continue, continue. So, naniniwala ka ba sa underdog mentality na yun?
Oo naman. And alam ko naman nadadaan talaga sa trabaho yan. And siyempre, lagi kong sinasabi sa mga kasama ko na walang titigil hanggat mataas pa yung bola. And hindi tayo pwedeng tumigil and puntos lang ng puntos. And mag-enjoy lang kami sa laro lagi.
Kita naman yung nag-enjoy talaga kayo. Now, we have 1 week before your next game. At ang kalaban nyo sa next game ay ang Signal HD Spikers. Anong nasa practice plan?
Siyempre, sabi nga ni Coach Dante, pagkatiwalaan namin yung programa niya and yung sistema niya. And wala naman kaming pwedeng gawin kundi sumunod and magtrabaho lang.
Tama, tama. Now, Cici, is there anyone you want to greet? Say hello to.
Yes, hello po sa family ko sa Cebu, sa Compostela. Si Mama na nasa Mindanao. And binabati ko si Pons. Happy birthday, Pons. And get well sa boyfriend ko na si CJ. And hello po sa lahat po ng taga-Ribisco. And kay Sir Jonathan, kay Sir Alan, Ma'am Liz Ann. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Kay Sir Rolly. And sa lahat po ng families po ng mga teammates ko, hello po.
Daghang salamat, Cici. Let's throw it back to Sev and Jamie.
Well, daghang salamat sa inyong dua. And we'll take a final look at some choice cuts from that match. And again, we emphasize the story. It could have been different. We speculate had the Foxies hung on to that first set because they had the lead in the early part at 18-13 actually.
What the Choco Mucho Flying Titans has, that composure, that is what the Farm Fresh Foxies, I believe, needs to work on in their upcoming games. Maturity is what they need. They were up against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in the first part of the first set, but I mean, they had a 12-0 run.
Big run, and they could not stop it. It seemed like a river that was just flowing and it spilled over to the second set, all the way to the third set. And, you know, for the Foxies, they just got to keep on playing. There are teams that blossom late. They need the time together, not just in training, but in actual games, actually.
And this is where the learning comes into play, the maturity comes into play, especially during these losses. I mean, it could have been a factor of maybe some intimidation as well. Going up against maybe their idols from before in college, but I mean, it's all a learning process from here as we take a look at the match stats. Take a look at the disparity here with attacks 48 versus 30 from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Opponent errors 13, but I think it also had to do with the lack of consistency that the Farm Fresh Foxies
And everybody here in the PVL team, good night.